Welcome to our Brown Bag Seminar on Public Diplomacy. My name is Dana J, and I am so happy to be here and to be able to talk with all of you. So today's topic, public diplomacy, a very complex issue with different factors involved that I'm really looking forward to having a conversation with you about today. And today I am featuring MOFA's Junior Scholar Fellowship Program as an example of this type of diplomacy. So this program is really, I think, an excellent example because the team here at MOFA designed it in a way that it's an 8-month-long seminar series for participants to engage on substantive bilateral foreign policy issues such as politics, trade, security, but they didn't stop there when designing the program. The team balanced out the program design by incorporating cultural elements. So Korean food, K-pop, different aspects of travel and culture that leverage South Korea's soft power and cultural appeal to resonate more effectively with these audiences. The example I'll provide for social listening involves U.S. Embassy Seoul's 2019 Next Gen Matters program. This is an interesting example because the aim of this program was to listen to the perspectives of the audience in order to provide insights for the U.S. government, but I think the interaction really benefited all parties involved. Rather than lecturing the students, the program speakers asked participants questions about the bilateral relationship, which they answered anonymously through their smartphones and then discussed as a group. And so the great thing about this is that the students' perspectives mattered. And that's sort of a double entendre in the name of the program, Next Gen Matters. It's their issues and they matter to us, and we want to understand their perspectives. And so that's, I think, a really great way to engage, to communicate, to better understand through social listening. It talks about the strength that South Korea has in terms of its COVID response. It really highlights and leverages that. It talks about, there's sort of subtext in this video that includes diversity and appreciation for that. And you see that both in the socioeconomic and in the racial sort of range of pictures and people that are depicted. It's hopeful. And so really sort of setting an example in a time when there were sort of mixed tones, right? There's a lot of negativity out there, but the South Korean government, through this video, is really sort of rising above the fray to say, let's stay positive, let's work together, let's collaborate. And at the same time, they're showcasing their strengths. They're showcasing the fact that, we need to work together, and they have worked together with, global actors in responding. They've got a little bit of BTS in there to also sort of appeal from a cultural perspective, but sort of taken together, this kind of branding of South Korea's perspective on a really important issue, I think can be incredibly powerful in resonating with foreign audiences and really in enhancing the reputation of the country. So I think it's really an excellent example of this type of public diplomacy. So public diplomacy is a type of diplomacy that's been around for centuries. I think the way that we have practiced public diplomacy has evolved over time, mostly focusing on in-person interactions through the years, but especially lately really transitioning to more digital engagement. I think with the pandemic, that's something that's been incredibly valuable. It's proven to be an effective way to stay connected even when we can't meet in person. So looking to the future when it comes to public diplomacy, I think the enhanced investment in digital engagement is certainly here to stay. I think it's proven that we can collaborate in ways that we didn't anticipate in order to advance mutual interests. And so I hope that when we return to in-person diplomacy, particularly in-person public diplomacy, that we'll be able to utilize that digital piece to help with those in-person engagements as well. 감사합니다.